Namaste, we are in International Yoga Festival and we are with Anandra George. Namaste, Anandra.
Namaste. Namaste.
Anandra, would you like to share about your journey, how you start the mantra and India in Rishikesh?
Sure. So, I started my journey in mantra, specifically in Sanskrit mantra. The first time I came to India in 1997 was the long story, but through a series of mystical events, my heart was pulled to come to India. And the first time that I heard mantra, the first time that I heard the sounds of the bells and the temple sounds and the music of the devotion chanting, it was like some string in my heart was awake for the first time. And I knew that the sound of the mantra was my home. So that was 22 years ago now, and my journey with mantra has really been a journey of coming home to myself.
And since how long you been in Rishikesh, and we heard that you also organizes yoga teacher training regard in mantra. So what is that? Would you like to share about us?
Sure. So I first came to Rishikesh on my very first yatra, my very first pilgrimage to the Himalayas, I think in 1999. And I saw this place and I thought, I need to spend more time here. Like, I want to come back to this place. And it wasn't until 2008 that I was able to come and spend a few months here and I guess remember my soul history with this land and this river. And a few years later, after studying Hindustani classical vocal music with master teacher in Delhi and going a little bit deeper into the Sanskrit and studying with some swamis actually here in Rishikesh about the Sanskrit pronunciation and understanding how essential that tuning is to our potential of mantra practice, I decided, because my transformation was so intense and so full from my work with sound and mantra, that I had a responsibility to share that with an international community. So I decided I was inspired really to start a teacher training program. It's called The Heart of Sound.
The Heart of Sound.
The Heart of Sound, yeah. And The Heart of Sound is a course. It's a registered course with Yoga Alliance, but it's really a journey into the heart of sound and a pathway for people to find their resonance, to find their full aliveness through sound and mantra. Yeah.
Before coming to the mantra journey, where were you? What was you doing it in the life, and which part of the world you are, and suddenly the transformation come. So we would like to know about the little history. So how the mantra come, and before mantra, who you are.
Well, because I was called to India when I was very young, only 18 years old. Not much was going on before then, but I was a musician, and I was always one of those people from a very young age who was connected beyond what most people can see. I was very curious about spirituality, about native traditions and earth-based connection. But I grew up in a small town, you would say like a village, and I didn't have really very much exposure to other cultures. So I was, going to high school and planning to go into music.
What is the village? Would you like to share about this village town name?
It's funny, we don't use the word village in English for American towns, but it was a small town, mostly white people, mostly European, and very limited culture. So I never felt totally at home in that space. But it was when I came to India and heard the music and smelled the air and saw the water and, felt the water, I was like, oh, this is more home to my soul than my hometown.
And what is the importance of Rishikesh for you in the life? And how important is Rishikesh? And if anyone come in your life and ask about your Rishikesh, so what feeling comes? Like, what do you thought about it, and what would you like to share about the Rishikesh?
For me, Rishikesh is a place where the sound of the prayers, the echo of the prayers of basically every yogi who has ever lived has spent time here in Rishikesh for thousands and thousands of years. And to me, I feel that when I'm here. It makes the bottom of my feet tingle. And I think it's a calling for people from around the world who have a soul history to come here, to hear that echo, and to remember that we have a duty to serve like Ganga, to flow our love into the world like Ganga, to wake up as a yoga community, not just for our own health, but to be a force for change and good and service in the world. So that's what Rishikesh is for me.
And as an American way of seeing, so what would you say? Why the people should come to Rishikesh in India? And why? And if they come in India, what they want to experience?
Well, I think the biggest thing from my home culture in America that is different from Indian culture is that in America, people think from their head. We are often looking around and seeing calculating and thinking from our mind, but in general, in India, people think more from their heart. They feel more from their heart. So in a way, there's less boundaries, and it's a bit more kind of confusing or messy or uncomfortable to some people, until you can realize that Indians live more in connection with their heart, from my view. And just this is really healing, to experience that different way of being and moving in the world. And I think it's worth the trip to experience that and immerse yourself in that for a week or a month or however long you have. It's a good life lesson. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your beautiful, valuable time here in Rishikesh. And if anybody would like to visit for a mantra, so would you like to share your the website and things?
Sure. You can find about my work and the course that we offer both here in Rishikesh as well as online at heartofsound.in for India. heartofsound.in. Thank you. Namaste.